Hi, so this video is introducing you to a very simple daily meditation practice which focuses on your breath, and you will probably have come across very similar practices if you've done yoga or any other form of mindfulness practice, but I'm taking my inspiration for this particular meditation from the Radiance Sutras, which is a translation of a very ancient tantric text called the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And the Radiance Sutras is a translation by an amazing teacher called Lorin Roche, who studied and taught transcendental meditation for many years, but basically he's a meditation junkie. But he has found a really beautiful way to integrate his meditation practice with life in a very juicy tantric way, and this translation of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is itself a living transmission of the current of life force, the current of Shakti energy, which has a very awakening resonance in our bodies and our beings. So for this practice, you don't really need to be watching me. You can really just turn this on and be listening. You just need my voice to guide you, and then once you're familiar with the practice, you won't need this video at all, unless it just helps you to have the sense of someone being there with you to guide you in your daily practice. So beginning this practice, you want to get comfortable and you want to be sitting. So whether you're on the floor or in a chair, the most important thing is that A, you're comfortable, and B, that your spine is upright. And that doesn't mean that you make your body rigid and taut or tight, but it does mean that you have a sense of the spine lengthening up, almost as if someone's pulling you up by a thread from the top of the head, rather than slumped, and that's just to make space in the body and the lungs for your energy and your breath to flow. You can also use the idea of, I use the 3 body weights, so the center of the head, the center of the heart, and the center of your root, kind of all aligning one on top of the other. That can help you. So be comfortable, support your bum, your hips, your knees, however they need to be supported, and feel that you're centered. Left and right sides of the body, front and back, so you're really able to anchor yourself and relax. So your eyes are going to be closed, so really you don't need to be looking at me. And then before we go into the actual practice, I'm just going to take a few moments to get ready. So what helps me as I go into any meditation is to just have a sense of drawing my energy in. So whatever has gone before, now I'm going to leave that behind and I'm going to draw my energy in. Closing the eyes just helps me not be distracted by anything around me. And then I might take a few deeper breaths or fuller breaths so that any tension in the diaphragm and the rib cage is relaxed. And with each out breath, I just let myself relax and drop into my body and my being a little bit deeper. My hands, they may be resting on the backs of my knees, the top of my knees, sorry, the backs of the hands may be resting on the knees, or my hands might be in my lap, just slightly cupped. So find the way that works for you. You could even try this meditation mudra with the thumb and index finger touching. So see what's comfortable and what feels right. And just scan your body for a moment and guide your body to relax. So you remain aware of your physical body, starting from the root, the base, where your bum is resting. You feel your feet and your ankles. You can feel your shins and your calves. You can feel your knees, and you can feel your thighs, your thigh bones. You can feel your sex, your root, and your buttocks, and you can feel and sense your womb space, your belly, and then moving up through the core, you can feel the front of your body, belly, your chest, your breasts. You're aware of the inner organs and your heart and your lungs, and you can feel your lower back, your mid-back, your upper back. You're aware of your shoulders and your shoulder blades. You're aware of your upper arm bones, your elbows, your forearms, your hands, your fingers and your wrists. And you're aware of your throat and the back of the neck. And you're aware of your face and the tops of the head, top of the head and the side of the head and the back of the head. And you're aware of your ears, your nose, your eyes, your mouth. So all of this rests lightly in your awareness. And with each out breath you relax. And with this meditation there is no effort to change the breath or make it be in a particular way. And as you continue just resting and deepening, having a sense that your awareness is dropping deeper into being. And as your awareness drops deeper into being, so the surface layers of thinking are left behind. The surface layers of attachment and identification are left behind. And you just keep dropping deeper and deeper and deeper into stillness. And your breath is flowing in and out. And your breath is flowing in and out through your nose. And your eyes are closed. And I'm now going to read to you a Sanskrit verse which I'll then translate, or read the translation in the English. Urdhve prana I adas jiva visarga atma para udcharet utpatit vitaya stane baranat barita sthiti. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now, awakening into luminous reality may dawn in the momentary throb between any two breaths. Exhaling, breath is released and flows out. There is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. Inhaling, breath flows in, filling, nourishing. Just as it turns to flow out, there is a flash of pure joy. Life is renewed. And so, as you just continue with your meditation, just now take your awareness more fully to the flowing of your breath in, literally from where the breath begins, just outside your nostrils, and tracing this flow of your breath into the body, down into the lungs, all the way in to its end point, and following the flow of that breath out from its end point all the way back up and out, tracing the flow of your breath back out to the starting point just outside your nostrils, and just continue tracing that flow in and that flow out. There's no time you have to keep, there's no particular speed or right or wrong way of doing this. It's just simply putting your awareness on the flow of the breath in and the flow of the breath out. feel the sensations in your body as the breath travels down, in and through. Notice where the breath is. Feel the inner organs. Feel the breath contacting your lungs, meeting the blood in your cells, in your lungs. Feel that movement in and feel the movement out. Okay, and just keep going. And then what you want to do is you want to notice in particular the place where the in-breath starts and the out-breath starts. So the meditation then takes your awareness to those 2 points which are the ultimate. So where the in-breath comes all the way in, and that point where the in-breath stops just before you begin to breathe out, and then when you breathe out, where the out-breath stops just before you begin to breathe in. So we've been focusing on the sensation of the breath coming into the body, tracing that, and then tracing the sensation and the flow of the breath out, becoming aware of the incoming breath and that point where it begins, and then where it ends inside the body. So we're connecting inside of the body, outside of the body, on those 2 points at the top of the in-breath, the bottom of the out-breath. In this beautiful translation, that moment is referred as the momentary throb between any 2 breaths. Exhaling, breath is released and flows out. There is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. That is a still point. Just taking your awareness to that still point between the in and the out is a moment where you have access to everything. Likewise, inhaling, breath flows in, filling and nourishing, and just as it turns to flow out, there is a flash of pure joy. Life is renewed in the beginning of that new in-breath. So for the next 2 minutes, just continue with that practice in silence. we're going to complete our practice there, but if you want to keep going, because the longer you go, the deeper you'll go with it, please continue. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to post them, and I'll be very happy to respond. Enjoy your practice. Much love.